I'm a soft speaker. Hello, Phoenix.
That's soft.
I'm really excited to be here. I want to thank everybody for coming. This is absolutely amazing to see so many people out here today. All right, so I don't have that much time. So one of the reasons that I got involved in getting on the streets this past year is because of what my father did. My father was the only FBI informant to infiltrate the Weather Underground in 1969 and 1970. Sorry. When I saw what was going on in the streets after Donald Trump's election, with these masked ninjas coming out and beating people up simply because they were supporting our president, I knew that people like Soros, Bill Ayers, the same people that were in the Weather Underground were behind all of this, and I could not sit down and stand for it. In August this last year, me, Will Johnson, Gabe Silva, and Joey Gibson all tried to have a rally at Chrissy Field in San Francisco. Not sure if you guys are aware about that rally. It got shut down. The reason it got shut down is because in the aftermath of Charlottesville, we had our wonderful elected officials, Nancy Pelosi, Mayor Ed Lee, London Breed, I could go on, who all called us white supremacists. I don't know about you, but Will, he doesn't fit the profile of a white supremacist. So we are fighting a huge fight in San Francisco, the San Francisco Bay Area. I'm sure you guys have seen what's been going on in Berkeley, the whole Bay Area. It's a mess. But I'm going to tell you, I am extremely just motivated seeing all of you out. I'm extremely motivated because I've met so many wonderful people in the state of California. Hareem, my brother, Ben, Will, all who 5 years ago I would have probably never met. And it's all because of this craziness that we're seeing in the streets.
And Trump.
Go Trump! Yes. And even though I'm not Antifa, I know that the hair might throw a lot of people off, I did vote for Donald J. Trump. And I am proud of that. In San Francisco, I have no problem sporting my Trump flag, and I'm very proud of that.
Yeah!
I plan on continue doing this, traveling, especially in my state of California. I know that the rest of the country wants to just count California out. Don't count us out. We are not
count us out.
If anyone didn't see, A.G. Sessions was in Sacramento just a couple days ago. I want to personally thank him our president, because now I have so much hope for our state. I truly do. I know that it's just a start, but it's a start in the right direction. So what we're doing is so important. Being out here, standing up, letting people know that we're not going to take this anymore. Yeah. We need to make our voices heard. We need to be louder than the people that were standing over here earlier, and we need to be loud in support of our president, in support of our Constitution, and in support of our country. People ask me why I do this. It's, well, because I love my country. But it's also for my children. I do not want my children to grow up and turn into that we saw. I don't want that. And they're not headed in that direction, so that's a good thing. So I'm not going to keep you guys any longer. My father, Larry Grathwohl, if you want to know more about him, Google his name. You will find tons of information. He wrote the book Bringing Down America. Great book. Talks about his time with the Weather Underground. Thank you all for giving me the chance to speak. I'm excited to be here. Love Phoenix, and I can't wait to come back. Join us in San Francisco, please. We need you guys.
Make California America!
MAGA, yes. Let's turn California back into California.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Lindsay. Give her a round of applause, please. All right. Okay. Before we bring up Sergio Arellano, California is a mess. I mean, not only is it a sanctuary state. Thank God we're suing the state of California to try to enforce immigration laws. But this is a state, understand how left-wing this state is. This is a state that voted to allow communists, openly communist associated representatives to run openly in the California legislature. This is a state that in 2019 on their driver's license is going to have male, female, or non-binary, whatever the hell that is. Okay? This is a state that recently has passed a law that allows you to steal a car as long as the value is not more than $950. And it doesn't state necessarily that it has to be a car. It could be anything of that value. So technically, you could have done your Christmas shopping at Best Buy. Walk in and steal a TV. They're not going to arrest you because it hit that threshold. That's how crazy California is, and that's how much car theft there is. So this state needs a lot of help. That's all I can say, and I hope that the lefties don't come and try to turn this state purple.
We need people to come help us in California, folks.
Okay, now, with further ado, Sergio Arellano is a congressional candidate for District 3. He grew up in what is now Congressional District 3. He joined the Army at the age of 17, served his country honorably as an infantryman and human resources specialist for over 10 years before retiring from the military due to combat-sustained injuries. Sergio worked in human resources for the Department of Veteran Affairs and then became the Arizona State Director for a Department of Defense program called the Army's Wounded Warrior Program. Please welcome Sergio Arellano to the stage.
Wow, thank you for the reception here. As introduced, my name is Sergio Arellano, and I'm running for Congress to defeat Raul Grijalva.
Yeah!
It's time that guy retired, man. I mean,
Open borders, Grijalva.
Open borders. He's been a disgrace to the district, third poorest district in the entire state of Arizona, and we're poised for growth. You can't call for a boycott in the middle of a recession. You can't settle harassment claims with taxpayer money, our taxpayer money. And, you know, you can enjoy the nip here and there, but you can't bring it with you to work, all right?
Yep.
So I'm gonna tell you a little bit about me. As they said before, you know, I served in the Army, the infantry, first in the 16th Infantry Division, Big Red 1. And I actually want to applaud each and every one of you here today because I know there's tons of veterans.
Yeah!
And thank you for your service, guys. You guys helped pave the way for what we now have, a free America. And you guys didn't get that good of a reception that we did when we came back, but I know the struggles and the sacrifices of veterans, day in, day out. One of my platforms is military and our veterans. Our veterans are treated poorly, especially in the entire state of Arizona. It is an embarrassment that you have to wait 3, 6, 9 months to receive some sort of care, some sort of assistance when you're a veteran, when you're a wounded warrior, and when you have representatives like the one that's there today that refuses to lift a single finger for any veteran whatsoever. That's the wrong answer. We're gonna fight for that ability for you to choose where you go see a medic or a doctor. The care is great when you get into the VA, but getting past all the red tape is a pain in the butt. Having been an advocate for wounded warriors and their families, I still encounter red tape every single day. It got to the point, so bad to the point that I gave up. I threw my hands up in the air and I said, I'm gonna go somewhere else and get care. And it shouldn't be that way. Our president is making it easier for us to replace those employees that are doing nothing for veterans. And I'm gonna work side by side with him to ensure that we can get rid of those useless, worthless employees that aren't helping veterans.
Yeah!
We're also gonna fight for education. I'm an elected school board member down in my school district, Continental School District. And we realize that sometimes college isn't an option for people. And there aren't enough opportunities to fulfill a trade. So when we go up to the Congress, we're going to go and we're going to have a seat at the table, something that the current representative refuses to do, and that is have a conversation with our delegation, with our Congress, and fight for funding so that we can apply some vocational programs and fundings to our kids here in the state of Arizona. We're going to fight for people to unlock. We're going to unlock all this federally protected land in the state of Arizona. We're going to give dollars back to Arizona. Let it be managed by the state of Arizona. Get the federal government out of education. Get rid of Common Core. Get rid of these strings attached.
Yes.
Give us our education back. And namely, number one, you know, people talk about immigration and how Hispanics, all they care about is immigration. No, they don't. You hear this in the liberal media. You hear the narrative that they don't want a wall. Well, guess what, guys? If you go south to Nogales, if you go to Yuma, they already have a wall. That is not their number one concern. The number one concern is jobs and the economy. All we have is part-time work down there in these rural areas. They cannot live off of part-time work. We need to promote the area. We need to promote the trade. The $34 billion that comes through our port securely, all right? We need to secure our port and our border, but promote that and bring more jobs. And that's what we're going to fight for. We're going to raise the advocacy. And as far as immigration goes, we're not even looking at amnesty. We're not looking at anything having to do with DACA until we secure our border first.
No DACA, no amnesty.
Our border has to be secured. It doesn't matter what else is being out there. What's going to stop what happened 30 years ago from happening again? Remember, Ronald Reagan did give that amnesty. Boo. And being a first-generation American myself, my parents benefited from the amnesty, okay? They were able to get their residency, but they did it the right way. And I think that unless we fix our border and prevent this from happening once again, we won't be able to address the situation. So thank you guys for letting me be here. You can find me at arellano4az.com. Retire Grijalva.
Yeah!
Please sign our petition if you live in Congressional District 3. We have a booth here. We also need contributions to get the message out. I'll leave you guys with a few more things here. One more thing. 60, 65, 40, and 10. 65,000 votes is what we need to win in Congressional District 3. 40,000 Republicans stayed home for the last election. And 10,000 votes is what the last Republican, Gabby Saucedo Mercer, lost by in Congressional District 3. All we need is to reach our Republican brethren to come out and vote. Let's spread the word, help us get there, sign our petition, give us a few bucks, and we'll retire Grijalva. Thank you very much.
Yes.